Hello guys and welcome back to Sophisticated Obsession, and today we have got another package sent by Haramain. Woohoo! If you have not done so already, please check out the first video that I did of this amazing brand. It was on the Haramain Neroli Canvas fragrance, and I've got to say that was a fragrance that I think would have put Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino to a bit of shame. Today I am very, very excited as yet again we have got an amazing fragrance from this very underrated fragrance company. So, L'Aventure Knight spray, what do we have? Okay, so before we get into it, what are the notes? Lemon verbena, bergamot and tea. Then in the middle notes, iris, violet leaf and ozonic. What the hell is ozonic? Then base note, ambergris, powdery. That's not a note. Sandalwood and musk. So anyway, enough of this. Let's do it. Our fragrance that we are going to be reviewing is the Haramain L'Aventure Knight. Thank you very much for providing an actual bag. This is very, very nice. Now, as you can see, that is in keeping with the box. Anyway, let's actually give this fragrance a go. So, ooh, yeah, baby. Whoa, okay, that is different to what I thought it was going to be. That reminds me of something. I need to go through my collection to see what that reminds me of, but that is so distinctive. Why can't I think of that? I've got it. Wait one moment. Okay, I knew that this reminded me of something, and of course it is Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I've sprayed these on both hands. I've got the Haramain L'Aventure Knight on my left hand, and then on my right hand I've then got Green Irish Tweed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my first initial impressions of this fragrance, but then I'm going to tell you what it dries down like in the next sort of half an hour, and then give it a little bit more time for then the next sort of 3 or 4 hours. Smelling both of them, they both have a very, very green note. It's very fresh. It's almost like you are taking a walk through a very dewy glade. Dewy glade? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Does that make sense? Basically, you're walking through a load of grass. God, it's hot in here. Hang on. Oh God, that's better. I don't know if it's on my skin, but it's kind of rubbery. This is on both of them. It's not just on one or the other. Both of them have this overall rubbery smell. Smelling them side by side, Green Irish Tweed is softer. The edges are rounded. It's a little bit tamer. Haramain L'Aventure Knight is stronger. It's punchier. It's a little sharper. The good thing about this is spring is well and truly upon us. Both of these fragrances are an excellent addition to your spring wardrobe. They just boast about having a freshness, but with a slight sort of greeny appeal. I think that probably autumn and spring are the times that you would wear both of these fragrances. Anyway, that's the initial thoughts of this fragrance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check back with you guys in about half an hour or so to then let you know about the mid notes of this fragrance. So I will see you in a bit. This is literally taking the longest time to load. Go, 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 go! Oh right, I'm lost. Reverse, 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 reverse. Oh my god, get out the way, get out the way! Come on. No! No! What are you doing? So it's been around about half an hour since I sprayed this, and L'Aventure Knight I can still smell really, really well, and there's like a woodsy sort of vibe to it now. Green Irish Tweed is more green and still has that plasticky, rubbery type smell to it. To be quite honest, I'm not a massive fan of it. L'Aventure Knight I much prefer because it loses that plasticky, rubbery smell and it replaces it with woodsy notes, which I can sort of get on board with. Anyway, I am definitely not going to be playing this game anymore because I'm done with it, but I will be back in about an hour or so to then give you my final verdict. So I will see you in a bit for the base notes. Okay, so it's been around about an hour now. In the base notes, L'Aventure Knight is very, very woodsy. It's got a little bit of musk there, and overall has got a masculine sort of appeal. Green Irish Tweed has still got that weird, rubbery type of vibe going on. Now, I've got to be honest, L'Aventure Knight does have less of a projection than Green Irish Tweed. L'Aventure Knight, it's pleasant and I enjoy the smell of it more, but the projection is not there. But that is just my skin, and it might be that for somebody else out there that actually it projects and performs a lot better for you guys, and if so, lucky you. So I was just looking on the Haramain website. I can't actually see how much it is because it's only coming up in, I don't know, I actually don't know. It just says AED and it's 142.86. That's a very specific amount. Aha, Haramain's Perfumes UK. That might be why. One thing that strikes me on the Haramain website is none of the bottles look the same. It's not coming up with anything. Where the hell is it? Okay, this is really, really strange. I can't find it on the website. Right, let's just put L'Aventure Knight, let's see. The only place that I've found it so far is on Notino, and that is for $36.79. That's very cheap. Aha, right, I found it now. So it's under Eau de Parfum L'Aventure Knight Spray, 100 ml, which is what this is. On the picture, the bottle looks black on there. Obviously here, it's metal. So that's probably why I haven't been able to find it. On Haramain, it's selling for £45. That is an absolute steal. Considering that Green Irish Tweed, you are paying like nearly £200 for this. Okay, so now that I've given you my take on the fragrance, now we need to get into the review. Number one, packaging. The packaging to this is absolutely awesome. Considering that this is a very, very cheap fragrance, I mean, on their actual website, it's only, you know, 40 odd quid. The box is a really, really hard plastic. On the inside, you then have like a velvety type finish to this, then your bottle does not get scratched. The box is not magnetized, but it shuts with a bang. You then have the Haramain crest, and then at the bottom you have just got the information of ingredients, blah 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 blah. Then we move on to the actual bottle itself. I'm sorry that I've had my grubby hands all over it. Is this metal? On the bottle we have this, I mean, it looks like metal, but I think it's actually plastic. It's got like a little window where you can then see the juice in there. And also on the top, we then have this rubbery cap, and on the top you then have in metal the Haramain crest. The atomizer is pretty decent. It yields quite a nice amount of juice, and it's got a nice wide spray, which is excellent. The only problem is when you spray, it always catches the top of your bottle. Can you see that? It always catches the top of the bottle, so you're wasting part of your juice just because the bottle is so wide. So that is the one piece of criticism that I would give it, that the design is a little ill thought. However, for 40 odd quid, that is an absolute steal, and that is fantastic presentation for such a cheap fragrance. So it does get a point for its presentation. Next up, we have performance. The performance is... it's okay. The performance doesn't really wow me. It's now about 2 hours after, and I can still smell it on my skin, which actually, at the hour point, I thought I wouldn't be able to. But it's just not powerful. It still is a very good fragrance, and it still is a very good performer in terms of people can still smell it around you, but I don't think it's going to last as long as some of the other fragrances that it might be up against. So it does not get a point for its performance. Number 3, target audience. The target audience to this is definitely for men. It's masculine, it's unapologetic, it's out there, and there is no elements of like florals in here, or there's nothing to then smooth those edges. For women, you're not really gonna get on this. I could just not anticipate any woman wearing this fragrance confidently. Men, however, I would say late 20s, early 30s, right through to then more mature ages. Teenagers, young guys, I think it's more mature. Probably you would want to wear something a little bit more playful, so I don't think it would be for you. But it does still work for quite a high percentage of the demographic, so I'm gonna give it half a point. Number 4, versatility. The versatility to this, I think, is excellent. I think that men could wear this in a variety of different situations. This would go nicely if you wanted to take a walk outside and be one with nature. The clean, fresh aspect of this fragrance makes it perfect for a work environment. An office where you don't want to hack people off, this would probably do quite nicely, and people are going to thank you for it. Also, I think that this would work dressed up. If you want to wear this to a black tie dinner, it will go. So I think you would wear this superbly if you wanted to dress this up, or if you wanted to wear it as more of a casual day scent. Either is perfect. It gets a point. And finally, number 5, we come to our uniqueness. Obviously, I have associated this with Green Irish Tweed, but is it different to Green Irish Tweed? I'm gonna say no. Overall, it does the same job. If you had Green Irish Tweed in your collection, you probably would not need Haramain's L'Aventure Knight. However, if you do not own either of these, which one would I recommend? I would probably go for L'Aventure Knight. The price is fantastic. The price blows Green Irish Tweed out of the water. The second point, I think a lot more people are going to be able to wear this fragrance a lot more easily. But I do have to be unbiased, and I have to say that if you had one of these, you probably would not go out to then buy the other one. So I'm not going to give it a point for its uniqueness. So overall, that gives L'Aventure Knight a 2.5 out of 5. Overall, I am pleased with this fragrance. It probably does not tick many boxes for me, purely because I like my fragrances to last as long as possible. The fragrance just did not last as long as Green Irish Tweed. That being said, Green Irish Tweed is like triple the cost of L'Aventure Knight. So I want to say a huge thank you to Emily, who has sent me L'Aventure Knight. Thank you so much for letting me try this fantastic fragrance, and I really look forward to trying any more of your collection, because I've got to say, you have got some fantastic fragrances. I will post a link down below to let you know where you can get your hands on one of these, if this sounds like this is something something you are into. So that is everything for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have tried L'Aventure Knight, let me know what you get on your skin, because I'm very, very interested to know what other people get from this fragrance, considering that fragrancing is so subjective. As always, please hit us up on Instagram just to see what we are getting up to on a day-to-day basis. And if you have not done so already, hit that big subscribe button. And that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll be back with some more content very, very shortly. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye!